This is still Prime Morning, and it's time for the Do It Yourself segment, DIY segment right here on Prime Morning. Get ready to be interactive with us on all our social media platforms. Now today, dear ladies, come closer. We are going to learn how to rock our heels. I know that quite a number of you have very beautiful heels lined up on your shoe rack, but to me, shit. Don't worry, Mr. Versatile is here to teach us. And see, he's already standing in heels. If you could get his feet actually, we would see that he is ready to teach us how to walk in our heels. Now, he's a pageant coordinator. I mean, he's been doing very, very well, and I'm happy that he's here to teach us all about how to rock our heels. Mr. Vestal, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you?
By God's grace, I'm doing well.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Are you comfortable?
Oh, extra comfortable.
Extra. See, can we go down? Can they cannot go down to see exactly what's going on down here?
Very, very comfortable.
Very comfortable?
Yeah.
My goodness. So, okay. First of all, what would be, let's talk about the first or number one rule when it comes to heels. What would you say?
All right, so when it comes to heels, the first thing is you must be comfortable.
You must be comfortable.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Okay.
Because once you are not comfortable wearing your heels, then you are going to struggle and find it even difficult in taking the first step.
Okay.
So the first thing in buying heels is to make sure that you are extra comfortable. And when it comes to buying heels, you can even take up to 1 hour in buying one heel. Because at least you have to wear it, make sure that you are okay, at least walk around before even you go home with the heel. Because if you wear it within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you might think that you are okay.
Fine.
But at least you have to wear it, make sure you walk around, sit down. At least make sure you are very okay before even you pay for the heel. If not, you will take it to the house and then later you wouldn't be able to.
So maximum, like you are in a shoe shop buying some heels. How long should you have it on before you?
Oh, let's say roughly 15, 10 minutes.
15.
Yes,
Oh, okay, 10 to 15 minutes.
So you wear it, you walk around.
Walk around.
At least stand on the right, stand on the left.
Oh.
Make sure you shake the heel. Try to at least move around to see if you're okay with it. Then I think you can pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've learned something. You raise your left leg, you raise your right leg, you shake the heel a little bit to see if everything is okay, and then, okay, all right. So now, walking in heels. Me, I have small problem. I have a little bit of problem myself, but let's just talk about the dynamics surrounding walking in heels.
Okay, so when it comes to walking in heels, it's a different ball game altogether. And I think I've been teaching people how to walk in heels for the past 15 years. Okay. And I'm still in it. Okay. So you have to, first of all, know your body type. Yes. And then probably know your weight. How heavy are you? Yes. That's why we have different types of heels. Right. So with someone who is a plus model, basically it's always advisable to get heels that have a platform. And also heels that in a way...
Like block heels?
Yeah, like...
Or something like this?
Yes, like this. So this is the platform we are talking about because this helps in carrying your weight. Right. And then when you are also a plus size, it's good you have the block, or you have the cone, or you have...
The cone.
Yeah, the cone, or the starlet down. I think I've given the
I think it opens up at the end like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at least it will be able to carry you.
Right.
But those who wear the pencil basically are those who in a way are not that heavy. I get in the whole.
Me, I'm heavy, but I'm wearing pencil heels though.
Yeah, so this is the starlet heel. So with this one, you know, it is, and that's all that for you to be very comfortable. It's very flat. So that is why you are very comfortable.
I'm comfortable.
Yes, and this should be like 3 to 4 inches, right?
Yeah, it's not that long.
Yeah, so that is why you are very comfortable. But if you go
I don't know if you are seeing my feet, yeah.
Yes, so if you go 6 or 5, then probably you would have a problem because, and you have to also balance yourself in a way that, because if you stand and then probably you stand this way, at the end, that is not the right posture. So you need to be able to balance yourself.
On one leg.
On one leg, and then your shoulder needs to come back so that at least you balance yourself. If not, you stand this way, you'll be, or if you put the whole weight too on the heel, you end up wobble.
Okay, it becomes wobbly.
Yes,
yeah.
so that is where you have to make sure that your shoulder is back. And then, so that you'll be able to position yourself very well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I doing it right, though?
Yeah, you are.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so what else do we have to do? Do we have to know?
Yeah, so when it comes to walking in heels, so the first thing, as I made mention, is getting a comfortable heel.
Yes.
Making sure you practice on it every day.
Okay.
And then when you are walking, you must make sure that, or you assume that there is that metal from this part of the head to the waist, which prevents you from moving your waist up and down. And you know, there are different types of modeling as well, especially when it comes to walking in heels. Teaching you to go for an interview is different from teaching you to walk on a runway or for a fashion show.
Right, yeah.
Teaching you for a pageant is different from teaching you to go for an interview.
Okay.
Because teaching you for a fashion event is more professional. So with that one, you have to take calculated steps. You make sure that you are extra careful. The swinging of the arms is very different.
Yeah.
How you carry your shoulders, very different. But when you are going for an interview, you just only need to know how to deliver your steps and then carry your weight on the heel.
So how do we do that?
Which is very simple. So you are going, let's say, for a runway show, which is a fashion show.
Yeah.
At least it is wrong for you to walk with your shoulders like this, at least. If you walk like this, basically, I think they'll turn you down.
Oh.
So when you are walking, that is where you have to make sure that you balance yourself. So the right is straight, then that curve is from the left. Then the shoulders, at least at the back.
At the back,
with
slightly.
the hands directly behind your hips. And that is where you'll be able to deliver your steps. And with a fashion show or for a runway show, you must make sure you strike your legs across the line. That is why it is called
catwalk.
Catwalk. Because when you observe cats walking, you realize that they are moving in that order.
Yeah.
And the movement is also from the hips.
Right.
So when you are going for a casting call or open call, that is where you see the models at least catwalking. But when you are going for an interview or probably just a normal occasion, then you can decide to activate the walk on the line method. So you assume that there is a straight line.
Yeah.
Then the only thing you do is that just walk on the line.
Okay.
But when it comes to should I say, runway events, that is where you have to make sure at least you cross the legs.
Okay.
But with pageantry too, it has to do with more of attitude.
Yeah.
Because the audience or the judges are trying to see how confident you are, but they are not looking at what you are wearing. And that is where you see in pageantry, they wear that smiling face. But when it comes to runway, they give the attitude because the audience are looking at what they are wearing. Yeah. So when you are going to walk, it's very simple. We have a term known as a pose, P-O-S-E, and a pose is how you stand, basically for a lay person. And we have the French pose, we have the T pose, we have the trouser pose. So basically with the French pose, if you want to strike it in that order, you make sure the left divides the right into two. In that order, you relax. Then from your torso, you just have to go up, then the shoulders back, then hands at the back. That is with the French pose.
I see.
So when you are striking, you make sure at least. And you see, with the hands, it has its own technicalities.
Right.
You make sure that when you are walking, the space between this and that should be the same space between this and the buttocks. That is when it comes to fashion event because they are observing.
They are observing.
Yes, so you have to make sure that when you are walking, at least same space, same space, same space. To the extent that when I say pause, it should be the same.
Hey!
Same.
So then...
And when you are walking...
very calculative.
Very. And when you are walking, you must make sure that there are only 3 parts of the body you move. Especially when it comes to fashion events or runway shows. 1 is the crossing of the legs. 2 is the movement of the hips. And 3, the movement of the hands, and that is all.
That's all.
You are not supposed to move your shoulders.
Your shoulders.
You are not supposed to move your neck. You must assume that there is a metal here that prevents you from moving your neck. And then you must also activate the point and walk method. That means that you look at something and don't take your eyes off from that. And when you are turning, that should be the last point of contact. That is when it comes to runway shows. So let's say I'm taking my walk, I'm on the runway, I'm striking my walk. At least, so basically this is the trouser pose. I think, let me stand here and then strike.
The trouser pose.
This is the trouser pose. So when you strike your trouser pose, you make sure the hip goes in so that you can see that curve and that attitude.
Yeah.
So when you are turning, once you step and you are turning, your neck should be the last part of the body to do the turning. So, example, once I step and turn, it's wrong.
Okay.
I must make sure that when I step and turn, the neck, I get on it.
Okay. All right. Woo. Mr. Versatile.
So I think I'll use you for my lessons. So let me have you here, at least. Okay, so let's go this way. Attention, just stand straight, attention. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your left. Let the left divide the right into two equal parts. That, close it a bit. Good. Now, what I want you to do is that rest on the right and break from the left. Good. Now, just your shoulders, let them go back a bit. Shoulders. And then you bend yourself back a bit.
Am I not just now?
That's what I said, just a bit.
Okay, just a bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, your hands are supposed to be behind your hips a bit. Okay, so...
Like that?
Don't raise it, just down. Relax it. So you're going to take like just 3 steps and give me the trouser pose. So look at me. So you're just moving 1, 2, and that's.
Okay.
Okay.
So do I move the right first?
Good. So you must always move with the left.
Oh.
First.
Okay, the left first.
Yes.
All right, so, yeah.
So
ready?
you're going right. 1, go. 1, 2, okay. Now, you must make sure when you are striking with the trouser pose, it must be in line with this.
The left has gone ahead of the
Yes.
right. Okay.
So once you make sure, if it goes ahead, it is wrong. When it goes to the back, it is wrong.
It has to be in line.
It must be in line with this.
Okay, Mr. Versatile. Woo.
Yeah, so basically this is for like runway shows. But when we are training you for, maybe say, interview, that one is simple. Just know how to carry yourself.
Okay, all right.
Just normal walk and that's it.
Yeah. All right, so Mr. Versatile, you're going to do a walk away for us. But then before that, thank you so much for your time this morning. And then we are going to learn if for regular, being in the office, walking around, going for parties, what types of shoes fits what occasion and what outfits. We are going to get into that. And so thank you so much this morning for your time. And ladies and gentlemen, it is all about rocking your heels. And I've been talking with Mr. Versatile. He's a fashion coordinator and he's doing amazingly well when it comes to modeling fashion in Ghana. And so thank you once again for your time this morning.